a song, you know. You know that one, yeah. He rolled it away. He rolled the sea away. He rolled it away. He rolled it. Come on now, hey. He rolled it away. He rolled the sea away. He rolled it away. He rolled it away. When Israel out of bondage came, I see before them lay. Jesus. Whatever you face this week, forward still. Whatever mountains come in your way, forward still. Yeah. Whatever, if you book your tour, forward still. Disappointment come, forward still. Woo. And if another pastor fall, forward still. After the pastor we are follow. We obey with pastor, but we are follow Jesus. Forward still. Young people, walk holy. Walk holy. Make the right decisions. Walk right. Walk holy. Ramandosia. Rakandarabasiondarabosa. Walk holy. Forward still. It's Jehovah's will. Though the billows dash and sway. Church be the church, and he will roll. Yes, he will roll. No matter what you face, he will roll. Even if you fall, get up and he will. Oh yes, and he will roll the sea.
Get something on wheel it. Get something on wheel it. Get something on wheel it. Grab a rock 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 on wheel it. Come on, wave your hand. Wave your hand. Wave your hand if you love the Lord. Wave your hand. Wave your, yes, wave your hand if you love the Lord. And me say roll, Jordan roll, roll, praise him like you just don't care. Just praise the God, because you know what he has done for you. Just give him praise, rock and praise him, dance and praise him, wave your hand and praise him. For I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan. My God, David was one of the greatest musicians. And I hear this musician playing. Give God glory, musician. Tell them, play a little David. Play a little David. Play me David. Play a little David. Yes, play me David. Play a little David. Yes, play me David. Play a little David. Me say roll, Jordan. Me say roll, Jordan, roll. My God, Church of God this evening. God is good. Yes, God is good. God, for I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan. Come now, me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to do that when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me a go walk right in there. 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 A river Jordan a roll. 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 Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll river Jordan. Roll bank to bank. there when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to get there when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Me have to get there when you roll. Me want rock and praise it, boy. Me have to get there when you roll. Me want hear when you roll. Boy, river Jordan a roll. People make you roll, make you roll. Boy, a blessing make you roll. Yes, a blessing make you roll. Boy, are your blessing make you roll. Yes, are your blessing make you roll. For I want to go to heaven when I die. We go here when Jordan rolls. Somebody shout and praise to God. My God. Somebody praise him. Rock your body and praise him. And Jesus' body make you rock it. Rock and give him praise. Hey, my God. At the cross, where I first saw the light. And the burden of my heart roll away. I am working for a robe and a star on my crown. I am working. I only live my life to please the Lord. Yes, somebody praise him now. Walk out and praise him. Wave your hand and praise him. Wave your hand and praise him. Give him praise in the home. Give Jesus praise in the home. Somebody praise high. Somebody praise him. Come now. Yes, in the middle of the night. When me back against the wall. Oh, Jesus. And me don't have no friend at all. Jesus taught me how to pray in the middle of the night. Yes, sir. In the middle of the night. Yes, when me back against the wall. Jesus. And me don't have no friend at all. Jesus taught me how to pray in the middle of the night. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Oh, our Father, what in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thank you, Lord. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the middle of the night. Say it again. Oh, our Father, what in heaven. Somebody worship him. Hallowed be thy name. Yeah. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the middle of the night. Thank you, Lord. There is a race that I must run, and the victory to be won. Anybody can identify with me this evening? So give me power, Lord, every hour. Say it with me, keep me through. Come on, people, get out of your seat and rock this evening. Rock and give Jesus glory. Come, keep me true, Lord Jesus, keep me true. Yes, keep me through, Lord Jesus, keep. Yes, there is a race that I must run, and the victory to be. Somebody give God praise hour. Yes, every hour. Yes, keep me true. Sing it again this evening. Keep me true, Lord Jesus, keep me true. Yes, I keep me true, Lord Jesus, keep me true. There is a race
Eli.
Yes, comrades!
Youth and youth, undecided voters.
PNP coming again! So tell your neighbor, tell your friend. Green man I ride with like mule, and I take the nation for fall. But we have a new name for him. What him name? Eli. Bangarang. Oh, we tired that the labor pay. The drive across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired that the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane. Why? Eli. At the new name for the bus driver. Eli. That's how you hear from every corner. Eli. His name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli, 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 Eli. Eli. On a Monday, Eli. On a Tuesday, Eli. On a Wednesday, Eli. On a Thursday, Eli. On a Friday, Eli. On a Saturday, Eli. 2 times on a Sunday. Eli, 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 Eli. Hear this. Eli tell we say him a go build up the country, put money in our pocket and end poverty. Promise the farmer them a go drive SUV. No him touch the bus, him a blame PNP, but Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him fi go sit down back in the harbor. Him too lion out of order. Eli, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Oh, we tired that the labor pay. The drive across the bus and the country going down the drain. Yes, we tired that the labor pay. Poverty of us we shut and we going insane. Eli. At the union for the bus driver. Eli. That's how you hear from every corner. Eli. His name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli, 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 Eli. Eli make big promise to teach a nurse and police. Promise to give them big salary increase. Promise jobs, more jobs and good economy. But no him crash the bus, him a blame PNP. But Eli is a rookie driver. Him cannot run Jamaica. Him fi go sit down back in the harbor. Him too lion out of order. Eli, lie, 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 lie. Wanna remember this? Eli from a party new on the scene. Swear say him done with the garrison and the green.
I'll never go back to that.
Him tell the country now him greener than green with no credibility. Eli at the new name for the bus driver. Eli. That's how you hear from every corner. Eli. His name a ring throughout Jamaica. Eli, 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 Eli. Eli is a rookie driver. Eli. Him cannot run Jamaica. Eli. Him fi go sit down back in the harbor. Eli. Him too lion out of order. Eli, lie, 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 lie. Eli. On a Monday, Eli. On a Tuesday, Eli. On a Wednesday, Eli. On a Thursday, Eli. On a Friday, Eli. On a Saturday, Eli. 2 times on a Sunday. Eli. 1 o'clock. Eli.
Some people don't want to hear you pray 5 o'clock. But the best time to pray, you know when? In the middle of the night. Oh, when the back against the wall. Me no have no friend at all. Jesus taught me how to. Why you don't wake up in the middle? Oh, in the middle of the night. I went me back against the wall. Girl, I me no
David was one of the greatest musicians. And I hear this musician play that. Give God glory, musician. Tell them, play a little David. Play a little David. Play me David. Play a little David. Yes, play me David.
I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry. I listen to PDTV show.
Oh yeah!
So many things I did not know.
Oh yeah!
I tune in from the show. No, I'm not sorry.
Oh yes!
No, I'm not sorry.
One more time.
No, I'm not sorry at all.
No, yeah.
I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry. I listen to PDTV show.
Oh yeah!
So many things I did not know.
Oh yes!
I tune in from the show. No, I'm not sorry.
Oh yes!
No, I'm not sorry.
One more time.
No, I'm not sorry at all.
No, yeah.
I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry. I listen to PDTV show.
Oh yeah!
So many things I did not know.
Oh yes!
I tune in from the show. No, I'm not sorry.
Oh yes!
No, I'm not sorry.
One more time.
No, I'm not sorry at all.
No, yeah.
Greetings, 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 Jamaica. Greetings, Jamaica. Greetings to you all. My name is Andre Stevens. Welcome yet again to another PDTV News Jamaica. I'm live here on YouTube and I'm equally live tonight on TikTok. I've not been live on TikTok for almost 4 months. But the good Lord said to me, Andre, get back in times with the technology. And as such, I am on PDTV News on TikTok and equally on YouTube tonight. We're going to have an open and frank discussion tonight. An open and frank discussion. And I'm sure a lot of Jamaicans are looking forward to that discussion. May 28, 2026. Today marks 16 years. Today marks 16 years to aftermath of the Tivoli incursion. 16 years the Jamaica Labour Party failed to give up Christopher Dudus-Coke, and hundreds of Jamaicans were killed in Tivoli incursion. Today, May 28, 2026, equally marks 6 months post Hurricane Melissa. And we'll have a certain discussion yet again how another Jamaica Labour Party government failed the people. Today, the 28th of May, would have been Edward Phillip George Siaga's birthday. Many had dubbed him one of Jamaica's most cruel prime minister. Today marks the birthday. Actually, it's 7 months to be exact. Today, Courtney, marks the birthday of one of Jamaica's most beautiful broadcaster, Auntie Faye Ellington. Today, she is 70 years old. Auntie Faye Jamaica has been one of those Jamaican staples who has made her mark on the Jamaican culture. And we want to say to her, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Auntie Faye, and thanks for everything you have done to contribute to the Jamaican culture. You have truly, my apologies, she's 73 today. She just look young, so. She just look young, she look young. She's 73 today, Jamaica. Let us say to Auntie Faye Ellington, a beloved happy birthday. We love you, boo. And may you live to be a centurion. May you live to walk and tell the stories and the Jamaican folklore of how Jamaica has gone through the different phases of becoming what it is today. But equally Jamaican, today is one of my very good friend's birthday. She goes by the name BB. BB is a designer. She was on Sheba Exchange designing. She does bags, she does dresses, she does every little thing. Happy birthday, BB. A blessed happy birthday to you. A blessed happy birthday to you. We appreciate you, and I know tonight you're going to have fun. Have fun, BB. Walk good. I know you're going to use most of the night to do what? Watch PDTV. I hope, BB. I hope. So a lot of people around me, today's their birthday. And I want to celebrate you for who you are and what you are to me. She was at Sheba Exchange. She was one of the designers. Even at my birthday, she was one of the designers. She's so stuck to PDTV. She's watching now. She's sewing and she watching PDTV. And I want to say to BB, continue doing awesome things. Continue doing great things and continue being the awesome creative you are. Happy birthday, BB Designs. Happy birthday. And if you want any of those bags, Jamaica, you reach out to me. She has a plethora of bags. Reach out to her. Let me put up her design page so you can go and follow her. Her name is BB Powell Designs. BB Powell Designs. Happy birthday, BB Powell. Ishmael, I'm asking you to put that up quickly for us to progress and to move on in this show tonight. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you and Auntie Faye. May your store baskets never run dry and you be live to see many more to come. One BB on the app, never two. One BB Powell on the app, never two. And equally, whilst we're celebrating birthday, Auntie Claudette cake sale is in full swing. The cake packages are so beautiful. The packages for the cake sale are so beautiful. It is only $20 for the cake. She have cheesecake, chocolate mocha, all of those kind of cakes. Black forest, red velvet, any kind that you so desire and you want to have. So I don't know sometimes, Lord, I'm just trying to be encouraged tonight. Let me show you how the cake packages are. So if you are encouraged or you want to get one of these nice cakes, I'm asking you all, Jamaica, to support Auntie Claudette's cake sale. She's one of those persons she's ever here. Not 20 Jamaicans, 20 US Carol Allen. Stop being a naive human being. So you get the donut, you get the cake, you get the water, you get the sweet, all of those things for the $3,000. So if you're encouraged tonight and you want to support Jamaica, it's not too late. She's doing it tomorrow and she's doing it on Saturday. Support if you can, Jamaica. Support if you can. Remember, tomorrow is also a lunch day at PD Kitchen. If you are encouraged and you're in the area of Ligani and you need lunch, you know where to stop. We have the sorrel pig's tail, we have the pork chops tomorrow, we have the curry goat, we have the escovitch fish, the brown stew fish. Any little thing that you need, just stop. We need at least 10 students tonight to come buy the cake from Auntie Claudette. Just stop. Stop if you can. Stop and celebrate PD Kitchen. Stop Jamaica and celebrate PD Kitchen. Courtney went on the farm today. Look at an update on the farm, Jamaica.
Morning, Jamaica. Guess what, madam? They're on ANS Farms and Livestock. You know, the farm ground. They're on the ground. Now, the road, me there, the corn road. Remember last about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we plant them corn there. See them to Jamaica as far as the eyes can see. Look, way down here, so. Come way up here, so. Way over there, so. Way there, so. Take a good look now. Every row full out. Every row full out of sweet corn. See them the people. Every row full out of sweet corn. Time chat down here, so. Farmer, you at work. Youth, you at work. See the Jamaica. Every row full of sweet corn. I get a good yield in that time here. ANS Farms and Livestock. Sweet corn. It work. It work as far as the eyes can see. Up there, so. Come this, so. Switch round here, so. I could make a walk. Yeah, make a walk. You know, when you have the money pull up. I said the general, I make a walk. I make a walk. See it, the Jamaica. Sweet corn, Jamaica. Sweet corn, Jamaica. This is Courtney Williams reporting for PDTV News. Sweet corn, ANS Farms and Livestock.
Yes, Jamaica, that is what is happening on ANS Farms and Livestock. It's looking good. The farm is looking good. If you want a farm tour for your school and for a group, you can reach out to me. If you want a tour of the farm with your school or for our students or your church, you can reach out to me at 865-4587. But equally, Jamaica, tomorrow is our pop-up market. We do market on a Friday at 9 Ravinia, and on a Saturday we do market at Port Henderson. We do market on a Friday at 9 Ravinia, and then market on a Saturday at Port Henderson. As early as 6 a.m., we are available for market purchases. As early, Jamaica, as 6 a.m. You can get your market bag for $3,000 tomorrow. Quite a few things in the market bag. So come, Jamaica, and get your things. Come, Jamaica, and get your things. But equally, can we just work quickly, please? Come and get your things for the market. There is also the pop-up kitchen coming up. The pop-up kitchen is coming up, Jamaica, at Port Henderson Plaza, right across from Rapid True Value. The 12th and the 13th of June will be the first pop-up kitchen. I'll give you the menu to come. Let me put it in the WhatsApp channel so you all see what is there, Jamaica. I put it in on the WhatsApp channel. And if you need more information on the pop-up kitchen, you can do what? Reach out to me. You need more information on the pop-up kitchen. What's in the market bag? You get garlic, you get scallion, you get thyme, you get cucumber, you get pumpkin, onion. You get Irish, you get onion. You get pap choy. Mm-hmm. You get sweet pepper.
Get hot pepper too.
You get 2-3 hot peppers in the bag. All of these things are in the market bag, Jamaica, just for $3,000. So if you want, you can stop by at 9 Ravinia. You get a pound of each or a half pound of which and which quantity, Jamaica. But you get carrot in it. You hear what I said? You hear what I said, Jamaica? All of those things you get in the market bag. The price list is subject to change tonight. You get carrot, all of those things. So come tomorrow morning, you'll get the fresh market produce list and the prices. Remember, we have chickens for sale. You can get up to 300 pounds of chicken if you need right now. I have chicken in large quantities. So if you need 300 pound of chicken, 200 pound, if you need 500 pound, you can get that right now. I have chicken, $350 per pound for chicken. $350 per pound for chicken. Yes, I'm taking the kitchen to the people. No money now make a the yard. I wish for me this. I mean, I take the kitchen. All of those nice food, the pork chops, the this, the that, the sorrel pig's tail, the escovitch, the brown stew, the curry goat, the pastas, all of those things, the potato salad, the turn cornmeal, all of those things, the roti, we're carrying them to the people of Portmore. We're doing something new and different, Courtney. A pop-up kitchen with a difference. Outer road, we say. Like how we say up the street or outer road, we say Jamaica. And one thing for certain and one thing for sure. One thing for certain and one thing. You like the idea? Today, people are just saying, you remember me said to the students, me need a little help forget some of the things them. Like me need the 3 jerk pan, what is something the name again? The generator. Those are the immediate things that I need for the pop-up shop. Outer road. Yeah, I need a mobile. I'm gonna need the mobile something. But may I take my little time and make it work, Jamaica. All of those things are coming. Remember, I also have the sale on fruit trees. Thanks to the lady today who sent her son to get the few fruit trees. I am happy. May have a lot of plants, indoor plants, outdoor plants, anything you want. For your garden, orchids, anything. Come, any purchase you make of 10,000 or more, you get a 15% discount. Once you spend what, Courtney? 10% or more, you get a 15% discount from Blooming Gardens. We are doing it good. We are doing it great. Remember, come and get your chickens. We're talking about organic homegrown chickens. Organic homegrown chickens. Organic homegrown chickens. No dibby chicken. No rare chicken. No chicken with full up of injection. Organic homegrown chicken. So if you want those things, Jamaica, you can reach out to me. I will make it happen. Canada people, come here a second, Canada people. You remember Miss Princess Award ceremony is coming up, and I'll be there with the fashion show on the 20th. But I'm going to make it even nicer. I'll be in Canada. $350 per pound for the homegrown chicken. Yes, I have pear tree. The meet and greet. Just a moment, Ishmael. We soon get to that. Let us talk about getting your tickets for Miss Princess Awards. I will be one of the recipients of one of the awards, probably even a speaker at the awards based on what is happening. But I'm telling you, Jamaica, I am ready. Like last year, you know, I got standing ovation to over 500 women. That room will be filled, and I want all of my people who support me in Canada to be in that room when I'm doing the fashion show. One of my collection is called Arise Jamaica. You know, Arise Jamaica means a lot to me, people who are watching tonight. And that collection will be showcased in Canada at Brampton at the Convention Center. I have a major announcement to come right after I leave Canada. After I leave Canada, I have a major endorsement and a major... Okay, Auntie Claudette says she get one of the jerk pan money. Thank you, Auntie Claudette. She says she collect one of the jerk pan money, I think. I appreciate the students who are helping out. So yes, Jamaica, we are take with time, bill it out. So as I'm explaining to you all tonight, if you need Miss Princess number, Miss Princess will be on the show tomorrow night when we're going to start the show. She's going to come to talk about what is happening in Canada. It's going to be the Women's Award and the Men's Award in one. The Women's Award and the Men's Award in one, Jamaica. And then right after that, before the award ceremony, I'm going to do... Or you go, Miss Princess, yes. I am going to do, what is something called? The fashion show, not so Courtney. And after the fashion show now, after the fashion show, I get into the groove of collecting the award. And after I collect the award, Jamaica, it's going to be a party on the dance floor. Remember last year, me broke it down and mash it down on the dance floor. Come and get ready to see me do that again, Jamaica. And then we have the pop-up. We have the greet and meet. We have the greet and meet, Jamaica. If you want more information, you reach out to me for the greet and meet. Come with your gifts to give the teacher. Come to buy your merch. Come to get your dresses. Come to get every little thing, Jamaica, at that meet and greet. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Jamaica. I'm looking forward to meeting you. And I'm looking forward to greeting you. It's a lot coming up, don't it? Mark everything in your book. Mark everything in your book. It's a lot that is coming your way. Mark everything in your book. It's a good look, Jamaica. And if you think Canada is going to hold me this year, there's a major announcement to come. But I won't make that announcement until probably the night of the Canada show. Right, Courtney? Make people see how great and dynamic my voice is being built and the spaces and the places I'm going. But it's a good look. It is a good look. So if you want to meet and greet me, you know what to do. I'm looking forward, Jamaica. At 9 o'clock, we're going to start and open a discussion on this floor. But I'm going to say, they said the Jamaican economy is doing so well. Now, Sir Courtney, them said the Jamaican economy is doing so well. They said the Jamaican economy doing what? So well. And I want to say happy birthday to Omar Davis and Raymond Price. Comrade Omar Davis and Comrade Raymond Price. Happy birthday to the generals. Have a blessed birthday. I didn't even know. I didn't even know, Jamaica. I didn't even know. But the point is, it's a good thing that Jamaicans are not delusioned. Why I say Jamaicans are not delusioned? Are you aware that Megamart Portmore is about to be closed? Despite Megamart being so expensive. Megamart Portmore, that is probably about 200 if not 300 workers being affected. Read the room, Janet Hyatt says she can give me a generator. All right, Janet, you can reach out to me at 865-4587. Right? Megamart Portmore, remember the Prime Minister said good economic management can yam. But what is the Prime Minister going to do when Megamart Montego Bay closed during the hurricane? And now Megamart Portmore is going to be closed. What a cruel act to the Jamaican people. What a cruel act to the Jamaican people. Megamart being closed in Portmore. And what is the response of the government? After 27 years, they're going to close. You remember I said Megamart Portmore was their flagship, Courtney, store. It's not a matter of making money. It's a matter of if that man, Mr. Gazanazan, can lock shop. Do you understand the kind of economic climate that is in Jamaica? It's a harsh economic climate. So when they're telling investors to come and invest, we are the investors to invest in the harsh economic climate filled with bureaucracy, filled with corruption, filled with cronyism. But Mega Mart must equally consider another variable, them very thief. You hear what I said, Courtney? But there is something that they're not telling you why Mega Mart closing. Mega Mart going into pharmaceuticals. Is there any truth to that argument? The leadership of Mega Mart going into what? Pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals, Courtney.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. So them lock it down. Figure what? Open them pharmaceutical business. What a thing in this country, man. What a thing in this country. So what those 300 workers must go do, Mr. Gazanazan? What those 300 see about what, Courtney?
They say make sure them did a see.
No, see about what and the workers weren't being paid properly.
300 plus.
Ibex in Portmore laying off too. Ibex in Portmore. That's why I say, you know, a lot of you people who don't understand the rudiments of farming. But Price Mart come mash them up over there, you know, Courtney. Price Mart come mash them up. And Price Mart Ghana man go be at too. Mash up the people there. But we must protect the Jamaican small businesses. And no back road I go full up. But you see, rather than back road filling up, I go start only fans. You know what is important, Jamaica? We need more farmers in the land. A lot of you don't understand the business of agriculture. Professor looked out to me and said, Andre, you're not a farmer, you're an agricultural entrepreneur. You hear what them say, Courtney? Them say farming no sound sexy, so I must talk it as it is. I'm an agricultural entrepreneur. If more of us could be agricultural entrepreneurs in this island, even if we say we grow 1/2 acre of lettuce, no so, Courtney?
Yeah.
Or put in little sweet pepper in the ground. Or put in some cucumber. You know when money depend on Jamaica, I'm gonna tell you this. You ever see a poor melon farmer? You ever see a poor melon farmer?
Melon never said.
You ever see a poor melon farmer? Go to St. Elizabeth and tell me if any of the farmer them were farm melon poor. On read between the lines, Jamaica. Go to St. Elizabeth, go look pan who have the big house them. I say that to say, Jamaica, even go get one little plot and start up something. Go plant 2 cucumber. One batch of seed, Courtney. One batch of seed. Can make you all make 100,000 if you do it right. Una na no land. Go and go do like what them do. Thief the land them. Go adversely possess piece of the land and start up. No, I'm gonna tell them the truth, Courtney. Because the land belongs to the Jamaican people. Cabbage is a good thing. Cabbage not good for plant now because the only power is something worm name up the cabbage them now. That's why cabbage are gonna get expensive in the summer. Cabbage love cool. The cabbage love the cool Jamaica. Go plant 2 cucumber. Go plant 2 cucumber. Go plant some callaloo. And put in some Irish and sweet potato in the ground, Jamaica. But that is the direction we must be going. That is the conversation we must go in. The time when everybody have me tell myself me not working for nobody else. And when people go plant some cash crop, 6 weeks you put in some what? Do they something the name again? Lettuce and pop choy. And somebody said, plant some of the good old herbs if you can. You ever see a herb man pour yet? And if you can put in some chicken, you go put in some chicken. Put in 100 chicken and cat come out Andre will sell the chicken for no. Yes. Right now my chicken them not full out. And when me I do. As some farmers said to me, say, Andre, me have some chicken, you can't sell it out. Me I sell it out because you what? Me have the people them who will buy the chicken. And so we have to look it out. And so we have to do what? Each one help one Jamaica. These are not conversations that the Jamaican people are having. Them carry the whole heap of GMO food and carry and saturate the market. The supermarkets, you can hardly find organic local produces on the shelves. When you look at soon, you see one whole heap of imported sweet pepper on the shelf them. As you quint sweet pepper, them rotten in a 1 second Jamaica. Now is a time for grow some tomato and make sure someone eat what you know. Go get 2 goat, go get 100 chicken and start somewhere. Let farming be sexy again. Let farming carry the right money again. St. Thomas people, when you known for all only pa mango waste, go to St. Thomas, go buy 2 load of mango and 2 load of June plum Courtney. And come sell out. Nobody come watch. No, go sell. Go sell. When you done, people say, boy, really? Go find a connect with somebody at St. Thomas and go get some East Indian mango. And come sell your East Indian, 3 East Indian for 1,000. Make agriculture sexy again. Too much on I depend power. Too much on I do Courtney. I depend on handout. Handout now work and 9 to 5 now work. A ton farmer. Build up and grow up. You can never have too much farmers in this country. We have least amount of farmers. That's why we're in the agricultural predicament we're in. Get with the flow, Jamaica. Eat what you grow what you eat. Why you think me say me I give you the seedlings them? At least if somebody come to me and say, Andre, me want to set up one little agricultural something. Me say, all right, me can sell it, me can supply and sell it the seedlings them. But me I give us seedlings now because we need to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Food always I go sell Jamaica. Get in the know, get in the grow, and do what you must. You think me afraid that people are gonna say him they put more hustles farm produce? You can't go on there. You can't go on there. Me now watch no face because me now be like Andrew holding Steve and put in a 28 bank account, get rich over time, and the Jamaican people are suffer. If me make it a morning, uno make it too. Because everybody know me have a free and I'm a love give. If me get it a morning, Courtney, tell them the man. If me make it a morning, would I walk through and say, if me all a government, Lord Jesus, when me don't give Jamaican people land, make them farm up the land and put the land to use Jamaica. That is what is important for us to get up the street. So that none of them can mad Jamaica. None of them are mad, you know. Them are talk about me insane. Me are mad them. I mean, I stop mad them till we reach up the street. No fun tonight want to see you no teacher up the street. Because when I go up the streets, every sex offender and every pedophile I go expose in this country. Every offender and every pedophile I go get exposed in this country. So then could I write letter till then week? Somebody say if me and start Rev D, me not need to start OnlyFans. Me not cock up and back up and suck and joke and broke out. What I do, my OnlyFans is going to be farmer fans. You hear what me say? My OnlyFans going to call farmer fans. Yeah, man. Get into what? Farming, farmer fans. So when enough of them are cock up, suck up, joke up and do that, we are the farmer fans. And that is when new name. You hear what we say? Farmer fans. We don't have no time for no only fans. We are the farmer fans. And that deserve a ball out. Because Michael Manley would have said, let us farm up the land, eat what we grow what we eat. And the
Ball out!
Make with the farmer fans. Too much of this culture. All you know want to do, they pan TikTok, they pan Rose and Lion. Half of who they pan TikTok and make Rose and Lion, you know. Half of them are in the sweepstake and it's scamming, you know. One of these days I'm going to show you what them really doing. Because I've been dissecting a research, Courtney. It's enough of them when you see I get them Lion and this and that. Our people credit card them a scam. I not talk about them are this and them and that. Them know the life where them a live. And with Paul Patmore, bless up yourself, comrade. But Jamaica, I not deal with them, the scammers and look. That's like them say all TikTok is the devil's playground. Me not getting a devil's playground. Me I come over here for entertain, come over here for educate, come over here for liberate, come over here for teach. We're a country that has lost what it means to be self-resilient. And we need self-reliance in this time. So we're going to the farmer fans. And not what? Only fans. So you Rev D, all who you know we are the only fans. Carry them to the cross and make them sing, he that is weary come home, or what? What them going to sing? You know them going to sing. You don't want me to tell them what them going to sing. Water my soul. I'll tell them the axe. Hey, if me not say I'll tell them no other day in the week, what me going to say I'll tell them to come back the 2 and the 3 Axtail. Axtail every Thursday I'll tell them come by the Axtail. And she want nothing, she don't want 4 pieces tonight, you know. I'll tell them things, so she must get all 5 and 6 pieces. She want 2 pounds of Axtail in the liquor container Jamaica. But I soon start charge her by the pound. As soon, yeah, you say. I go soon start charge her by the pound, Jamaica. But Jamaica, the class are going to start now. Let us take a commercial break. And when I come back, we're going to look at 7 months post Hurricane Melissa.
Turn your creativity into cash. Ready to elevate your career and become your own boss? Then join Creative Stems and Drapes for our intensive 6 to 8 week floral and event design decor training program. Whether you're a beginner starting from scratch or looking to upgrade your existing skills, we offer both beginner and advanced modules tailored just for you. Learn from a world-traveled Jamaican master instructor with over 30 years of global industry experience. You'll learn floral design, draping and elegant backdrops, lighting decor for premium events, modern balloon installations. Classes will be held in Kingston and spaces are strictly limited to ensure hands-on learning and personal attention. So don't wait. Invest in your future today. Register now or email us for more information.
Welcome to Golby Locks and Grow. We have a variety of skin and hair products that are 100% natural. Our products are developed by a certified cosmetologist located in Port Antonio. For skincare, we have body wash, body butter, body scrub, facial bars and more. Our hair care products include powerful hair growth oils, shampoo, conditioners, hair moisturizers and more. Visit our locations and feel free to follow us on Instagram at Golby Locks and Grow. Call us at 357-9996. Let us help you rejuvenate your natural beauty.
From nature to you, straight from the tree to everyday living. So why the hassle when it's already done for you? Stop searching. Looking for pure natural coconut oil you can trust? Aruka Distribution has the answer. Only Coconuts brings you 2 premium options, virgin coconut oil and refined coconut oil. Our virgin coconut oil is cold pressed to preserve its natural fragrance and nutrients, perfect for skincare, hair care, oral health and low temperature cooking. For higher heat cooking, choose our refined coconut oil with a neutral scent, high smoke point and cholesterol-free goodness for everyday meals. 2 oils, 2 purposes, 1 pure standard. Available at supermarkets and pharmacies island-wide. Nature's gift for you. The difference is clear, only Coconuts. Call or email us today.
Just a moment, Jamaica. Just a moment. Just one moment.
What kind of help you need, what you want to do?
Me just want somewhere to go and get. Me have a place can put a building in it.
People lost a lot. People lost their lives. A lot more lives were lost after the hurricane because of the government's negligence.
Jamaica has gone through what I can call one of its worst period. The entire Jamaica has felt the brunt of Melissa.
What's it up, I think?
As I pulled through the door, that's the time the house fell down. But I think like 2 to 3 weeks after, since now, it really started to jerk me and start to affect me.
I represent the constituency where it made landfall. Quite a lot of the residents did not have stable accommodations.
Everybody was affected. PNP, JLP.
You could smell dead bodies, both animal and humans. You had literally people on the roadways saying, "Help, help, we need food."
I think he's failing the people of Western Jamaica. Partly maybe as a result of the fact that he didn't get a lot of support.
When you look at the electoral map of the country, Westmoreland and Hanover are all the constituencies in those two parishes are represented by the People's National Party. And when the Prime Minister went out in an helicopter, he went to St. Elizabeth and then he flew across to St. James.
Both of which are represented by his party.
I want to believe when he says that he feels what the people feel. But I can't trust him.
But when you think about it, all of the response across Western Jamaica is chaka chaka and baga baga.
This is my 10th night.
There's still people living in the hurricane shelters from last October. And the hurricane season is almost upon us.
I don't have a home. I'm underneath a plastic. I don't have a home.
Jamaica 6 months ago, Western Jamaica was plunged into chaos. In the darkness, families ran for their lives through raging floodwaters. Children screamed for help. Homes collapsed without warning. Entire communities were swallowed by destructions overnight. And when the headlines faded, the suffering didn't. Tonight, we go back to the front lines of survival. To the mothers still abandoned, the business owners who lost everything, the farmers watching their livestock and livelihoods disappeared, and the communities still waiting for promises to become reality. Later tonight, or coming up, Donisha Prendergast, granddaughter of Bob Marley and Rita Barley, will join this live for a powerful and emotional conversation as to why so many Jamaicans believe their government failed them when they needed help the most. Because this story is no longer just about a hurricane. It's about poverty. It's about neglect. It's about a hurricane that has left. And with another hurricane season only days away, one terrifying question now hangs over this island. If another major storm hits tomorrow, would Jamaica be able to survive? Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the co-host for tonight, Mr. Noel Phillps and Miss Donisha Prendergast. Welcome to the studios. Just a moment, Jamaica. They're not here yet. They're not here as yet, Jamaica. So I will show another clip from, I'll show you another clip from the documentary as they get ready.
When you look at the electoral map of the country, Westmoreland and Hanover are all the constituencies in those two parishes are represented by the People's National Party. And when the Prime Minister went out in an helicopter, he went to St. Elizabeth and then he flew across to St. James.
Both of which are represented by his party.
Totally ignoring Westmoreland, which is where landfall was made. And he went on to say that Black River is ground zero. And so I think the neglect of the people of Westmoreland and Hanover started from then, because the mobilization of resources went based on what the Prime Minister was saying.
The cash money donated from fundraising drives by the government. There was a telethon that I was asked to participate in to encourage people to give money, which I did because it was a national effort. And over 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars worth of, in various currencies, was received in cash. And as at the end of February, 4 months after the hurricane hit, only 20-odd million of it had been spent. Less than 2% of it had been spent to help people.
If you look at the roofs program again, which is the major program for the government, the point was made that if you had minor damage, you'd benefit from $75,000. It's about $500 US, just under. And if you had major damage, you'd get 200,000 Jamaican again, it's about $1,200 US. And if you had severe damage, then you would get 500,000, which is about 3,200 US. Now, we had 156,000 dwellings, houses that were affected. 40 plus thousand falls into major, and into severe, you have close to 20,000. If you multiply 20,000 by the 500,000, you're at the 10 billion. So by their numbers, it tells you that there is no way they would have assisted the majority of the persons. And that is why, if you were to go out now into the community, you would still see about 50% of the houses still have tarpaulins on them.
Yes, Jamaica. If you really want to know what is happening, this is the producer, the narrator, the editor for the documentary. If you need a documentary, you can send me a message at 865-4587 and I will send you the documentary. The documentary is on my WhatsApp channel. It's also on my YouTube channel as a collaboration with Noel, Phillps. So I am telling you, Jamaica, it's really hard. Noel, when you were putting this documentary together, can you tell Jamaica, what was it like?
In a way, it felt like I was back in November. So we remember back in November just how chaotic it was. People wanted help. And bizarrely, it felt, doing the script, cutting the interview clips, interviewing people, it felt like the hurricane had happened yesterday. Mm-hmm. But the reality is that what we're 6-7 months in, right? 6-7 months in, and we're still sort of telling the story of people in need of help and people desperate for help, right? And here's what's really interesting. I got a message earlier today, and I want to share this because I'm going to be really honest tonight, right? So I got a message today saying, hey, why just watch the trailer for this film that you've done. Why did you feel it was necessary to try and paint our Prime Minister in a picture or in a way like this? And
that was from a government official.
So that was from someone who I thought was decent, a decent person who has the ability to do critical thinking and isn't aligned, to politics or doing blind loyalty. But in reality, I've come to the conclusion that the reason why I'm even having to have these conversations or do these sort of films to highlight the plight of suffering is because there is a deliberate, and I think I can say deliberate, speaking from my own personal perspective, a deliberate attempt to overlook the little people, the people who are from the, from those impoverished backgrounds who don't have a voice for themselves.
They're saying to you that your mic is a bit low. Can you turn up your mic or put the mic?
Is it a bit low? Okay. I might be able to lean in. You might be able to hear me a lot better now. Is that any better?
All right. Let us, guys, stop focusing on the low. The thing is that you're hearing Noel. Just let us focus. We have a lot to discuss tonight. Let us keep our focus. Yes. So, what you were saying now about it. Mm-hmm.
So, I was just saying that the reason I believe that we are in the position where people have forgotten about Western Jamaica, forgotten about the hurricane that struck nearly 7 months ago, is because there is a reluctance to want to acknowledge, a reluctance to want to understand, and a reluctance to want to accept that there are people suffering. And I feel like it's deja vu again, right? Hearing people say, hey, tell people to, to stop sitting down and waiting on government. Government's not coming. You've got to try and make it by yourself. But what about these people who couldn't make it in the first place by themselves? And now they've had to take...
Noel.
Watch this piece.
Okay, you have to repeat what you said, because you were out for a second.
Okay. Can you hear me any better now? Let me try the microphone. Is that better?
Totally different.
Okay, I apologize. I've been having the crazy technical issues all day. So the one thing I was saying is, if anybody watches this, please take away the fact that this isn't anything to do with politics. Unfortunately, politics comes into it because, as we know, we live in a world where politics affects our everyday life. This was about bringing back to the forefront, bringing back into the spotlight the people suffering. When the international media left Jamaica 4 days after the storm made impact, the people suffering didn't go away. It continued, and it has spiraled for the last 7 months. And this film captures the heartbreak, the difficulties, the complexities that people have, not just navigating the systems, but also hearing from the likes of Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell, who you heard a few moments ago, making those really damning and really concerning allegations that there was a deliberate attempt by the government to overlook and to leave behind communities that are politically aligned to the People's National Party. And listen, I can't prove that. I made repeated attempts. I sent multiple WhatsApp groups to several cabinet members within the Prime Minister Holness's government. I also emailed the Prime Minister's official spokesperson. I also emailed his office, and no response. I put all of these allegations to the government to try and get them to respond, to say, hey, this isn't the case. But the silence speaks volume, doesn't it? The silence really does tell another story, and that is that they probably have a plan and they don't want to share their plan, or maybe they don't care. I don't know. But it's pretty tragic, because I think 7 months on, people deserve answers and they want to know that their lives are going to get better.
Well, you have seen a common denominator in our hurricane relief efforts in Jamaica, and that is there is a failure of leadership and there is a crisis of leadership in Jamaica. What's your take on that, looking on as an independent journalist?
I think, listen, whenever I come on this platform, I always try and exercise due diligence, and I like to look at things from multiple angles and try and understand things, because not all the time things are black and white. It is now clear to me, having watched a clip an hour ago of a journalist from the Gleaner newspaper asking the Prime Minister in a press conference, right, to clarify earlier comments he had made. And I looked at the Prime Minister's response, and it was like, I'm thinking, hold up, is Andrew Holness watching a bit too many of Trump's press conferences in the Oval Office? What's going on here? It was like he was attacking, demeaning and belittling the journalist for wanting clarity. And I'm getting the sense that the Prime Minister, maybe he feels in a sense where, Jamaica, trust me, I know what I'm doing, but it doesn't work like that. You can't operate on the basis that you are governing for yourself. You are governing for nearly 3 million people, and those people deserve accountability and answers. And I think that's what we aim to set out to do with this film, right? We aimed to set out to get answers from the government, which we didn't get. Credit to Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell for stepping up and for taking part in the piece. And obviously, I did ask them some challenging questions around the PNP and, could the People's National Party have done more to prepare their constituencies, their communities for the hurricane? But as of right now, it's the JLP who are running the country. And if it was the PNP who were running the country and the response was this bad, I would have done the same thing. So there's genuinely no political bias at the heart of this. It is genuinely just trying to tell the people's stories.
I want to add one of those persons who was a part of this documentary, Bob Marley's granddaughter, Donisha Prendergast. Let us welcome Donisha Prendergast to the platform tonight. Miss Prendergast,
Greetings. Hi,
you
can you hear
can,
me?
yeah, we can hear. Oh, greetings, Miss Prendergast. How are you doing?
I am good. Nice to officially meet you. I just see you on social media.
Well, I
I
see the
know
work. I see the work that you are doing, or you have been
we
doing,
are doing.
and I must say to you, I've always wanted to connect with you, but the ancestors will do it in the right time.
Yes, I agree. Likewise, I think we've tried a few times to connect, but the universe is right on time. Noel, big up yourself.
Mhm. You're
Nice
such
to
a
see you,
beauty.
Nadisha.
You are such a beauty. You are such a beauty. You're just so pure. You're so genuine for the Jamaican people. Donisha,
Thank
you
you.
heard when you saw when the hurricane struck. You went into into the vineyards like I did. Donisha, what was the reality of being in the space and seeing the suffering of the Jamaican people?
I think words fail to really fully communicate the experience of displacement, the
Mhm.
emotion, not just of the people, but the land. I remember I saw in the hurricane, I mean, in the documentary, just talking about how bare the trees were. And for me, that was a reflection of how the people were feeling. It was really a horrific thing to witness people in that kind of trauma,
Yes.
visible, physical, and we could only imagine what would come after that, but we have continued to see it persist. People are bleeding, bleeding out in plain sight, and it's just because we're not seeing the blood why I think people aren't outraged, but right now the spirit, the humanity of Jamaica is bleeding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why are you so hurt? Why are you so hurt? Why are you so hurt? And I want you to just tell Jamaica tonight, how do you feel about the response of this government or the response of the political directorate in this country towards the people in Western Jamaica?
Think I decided a few days ago that I'm going to start to use a more gentle tone. Maybe that will encourage them to see that we are not enemies of the state. We are nation builders who are supporting the recovery of our brothers and sisters in every way possible. I am flabbergasted that the leaders of our nation have presented themselves to be brats. Like in high school, when I look at how they behave in parliament, I'm just like, these people cannot be running my country. This is not something that I signed up for. I definitely never vote for none of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I am embarrassed to say that these are the leaders of our nation at this time. I continue to see how our leaders exploit our culture in pursuit of what you call it here now? Celebrity. They want to be influencers. I've been looking at the Prime Minister's Instagram recently, and I see that you are a fan of the music, you know. I see that you listen to my family's music very keenly. Up to today, I saw you post an image with my uncle, and I find it curious because in a time when we should be leading the country and really innovating new plans, we have time to take a tour, and to be listening to music,
Mm.
but we're not really listening, So I am watching the leadership of my country put on a show, well-informed show, great marketing. I love it. What you guys are doing, your PR person, they're on it. But I'm really concerned that we really think that this is a joke thing. There are hundreds
Mm.
of thousands of people who are still suffering.
The Prime Minister, said he's being strategic in how he spends the hurricane relief money. What is your response to him about that, Danisha?
Well, again, I'm just trying to use my best nice
No,
voice.
Danisha, your grandfather would have spilled the beans, cost it what it will.
I am, you see, I make sure to wear my grandfather today. Time will tell, because time will definitely tell with what is going to happen next. I personally, through my nonprofit organization, we have sent multiple proposals to the government of Jamaica about establishing a transitional housing solution, blueprints, situational reports about what is happening on the ground to inform the direction that we're going with, budgets, ideas. I've consulted with them to try to find a way to create a partnership, because again, I'm not an enemy of the state. However, they've wasted a lot of our time and energy and resources. They've misled a nation to believe that they were doing the work when they actually weren't. And I really don't have any faith that when the government say anything is the truth anymore. I watched them make promises to the people at the Petersfield shelter, victims who were going through trauma. I watched them. Food for the Poor promised to build 50 homes. Remember, good no man. Food for the Poor promised to build them 50 homes. This was a government-sanctioned project. And I noticed that we haven't.
Her internet is going, Jamaica. I wonder if it's the Pegasus at work. But she's going to come back. Noel.
I think, Andre, what was really interesting in the documentary, for anyone who's seen it yet, and I think Danisha can pick up on this once she comes back, is that she spoke about her meeting with Andrew Holness. And we all remembered when he went down and he posted on his social media that they were meeting and he'd hugged her and made it seem as though, it was a really, positive meeting a volunteer who's on the ground helping people. But in reality, in the documentary, Danisha, you were saying that you felt as though it was a waste of your time. It was a disappointment. And that, whatever he said to you there and then, nothing's materialized. I know you also met with Pernell Charles as well and multiple others. And again, you even went as far as saying in the documentary that you believe that there was a degree of gender bias, that because you are a woman, that perhaps that's the reason why your proposals or your ideas to try and improve the lives of the people who are still struggling in Petersfield hasn't been taken note of.
Definitely. And I'm also not a corporate entity. I'm not a friend of anybody. My last name is not one that you hear in the rooms when they're having drinks and stuff like that, So when you hear my name, it triggers something different. You see, I never come from the 8 families that run this country. No, my family them come from the ghetto. Seen? So when I see certain things, I feel a different kind of way. When I consider my contribution to how things stay, I realize I have to do more. It's simple. There are many Jamaicans on this island, and I think that this hurricane has allowed us to see how many versions of Jamaica there are. Classism is rife. It is unreal moving between Kingston and the western end of the island and hearing these politicians talk about how Jamaica was impacted. Bro, get it together. There were 4 or 5 parishes that was impacted. The entire island was not impacted. So this illusion that I have out there in the world that, Jamaica mash up, let's clap it in. Because you guys are making it seem like Jamaica is a continent. It's a whole big country. We are not a small island and still couldn't do the right thing. So everybody should be fired as far as I am concerned. Everybody should lose their work. This is a F. Everybody has failed. Our nation, hurricane season starting a few days from now. Where is the big rollout for the
crisis of leadership? A crisis of leadership.
This is a joke thing, bro. Seriously, this is a joke thing. Every well-thinking Jamaican is supposed to be concerned at this time.
Danisha, you have seen the Auditor General's report of $1.4 billion
that is said to have come in for Hurricane Melissa victims. And only 1.8% of that money has been spent on the victims. How do you feel about that?
Andre, why you keep on trying to draw me out? You don't say I have my flowers, I have my nice gentleness, you know? I mean,
Because I know the ancestors in you and your grandfather is speaking through you. He would be very upset to know Babylon system is mashing up what should have been the true benefits of the Jamaican people.
I can tell you straight, HOV, we have spent more money than the government of Jamaica in Petersfield alone. I can tell you
That's
that
your
straight.
foundation. That's your
Yes.
foundation.
Yes, sir. So just to make a comparable to people, right? If a simple grassroots nonprofit organization can spend that 2%, that less than 2% that the government spent across the island in one community alone, come on, man. Our people, it's like we're not thinking critically. We're not really looking at what it is. The government spent, anyway, yo.
26. No, I'm going to bring it. The government spent 26 million nationally, and you spent in Petersfield more than the 26 million per one shelter. Mighty God. And the response of the government is Noel. The Andrew Holness government is being what? Strategic. And you, through donor support, have all of those evidence of how you have spent the people's money.
All of the evidence of how we spent the people's money. See, we're still here. We're still here. That and more. I don't start to talk about my personal sacrifice. Nobody don't employ me, sir. None of these government agencies don't employ me. We have got no corporate support because guess what? We're speaking too loudly. So nobody don't really want to support what Donisha is doing because guess what? She ruffling too much feathers. Donisha talk nice, no man. You don't want to be on the blacklist. What you still doing down there, Donisha? You don't afraid that people come for you. You look, we get all of it, but guess what? None of the Maroons, Sam Sharp, Paul Bogle, Marcus Garvey, all them blood they're running me. And my genetic memory don't forget so quick. Right? We are right now on plantations. Petersfield is a plantation. So you have to understand the next level of what is happening here. This is a spiritual thing that is happening. Our island need liberation. And our people are too afraid to speak out because them feel like the minister of Wayne name, Horace Chang, I go send some police for come shoot you. Yeah. And then say we don't need, but yo, this island is very quickly spiraling out of control. And the people who have the opportunity to hold these people accountable are not. I don't hear any artists them speaking about it. Oh,
the Pegasus is at work, Donisha.
Oh,
the Pegasus is at work.
While I start speaking, where is the art? Where is the art to record the voices and platform the voices of the people? I see the reggae community right now back and forth about some foolishness. Brother, don't stop wasting my time here. I'll be down here making sure that I'm making an example. The government need to come good. There are solutions that have been presented, brother. Solutions that have been presented that should have been implemented long time. They want to come and give people plastic containers to live in as permanent solutions, and the Prime Minister feel good to tell people that. You know, some dunce back, bro.
Andre, you said you carried a proposal. Wait a second. You said you carried a proposal to the government about how you wanted to put in structured living, dwelling conditions. How long ago you had that conversations with the government?
I had this conversation with the government from my birthday on December the 29th last year. Correct. Yeah, man, can we know how to write history now? Good. I made sure to send this proposal to the government on my birthday. December 29th, before the eviction notice, the government of Jamaica had a possible transitional housing solution that is scalable and implementable across the island. And it's simple, you know, Andre, it's simple.
Yes.
Create a space where displaced people can safely and dignified transition We have these containers that are immediately available. Carry them, drop them on the space. We have all of the social services and everything. Everybody who needs to be identified to get their home rebuilt is on a list and properly supplied. There is a system, coordinated system, went through the whole thing. This is not something that an individual is supposed to be doing. This is something that a government agency is supposed to be doing. The government have so much money, and you're trying to tell me that the government of Jamaica could not invest 30 million Jamaican dollars into establishing Jamaica's first transitional housing solution. Instead, now 5, 6, 7 months later is when they want to run up and down and say, well, we have this container house solution and that kind of a thing. It's
But
just
let us go.
disappointing.
Let us go a little further, Danisha. November 20th, the Prime Minister of Jamaica told the world that he is getting 5,000 modular homes for the people in Western Jamaica. And it will take 90 days for the people in Western Jamaica to get these homes. So by the end of February, we're now at the end of May. Not one of those modular homes has dropped. The government is now saying it's 2,500 modular homes coming and 900 is in the country. Some are from the Chinese and some is from the Red Cross. How do you want to respond to Andrew Holness and his sly old facts comments? Nobody in the media is fact-checking him with these realities.
Hi, Andre.
Danisha, if it takes just a few of us tonight to start the conversation about a revolution, a social revolution in this country, your grandfather walks, your grandfather's spirit talks through you. Do not limit the conversation on one of Jamaica's most hardened political platforms that gives people an up.
Look, just to be very clear, the Prime Minister of Jamaica is a very nice talking man.
Oh,
Yes.
him is a
Very
him is a
nice
singer.
talking man, right? I see that him probably get a stylist recently, you know. I see that he's become a lot more conscious of his angles and stuff like that as a media practitioner. I see that it's a real poppy show that is happening right now.
Poppy show.
And right, I think our leaders think that we are just audience and entertained. We're entertained by what is happening. All of these promises that the government has and continued to make have all proved to be empty. And I really hope that the government will prove me wrong when I say that you're all criminals. You're all criminals in this moment. To allow history to record this, you're all criminals. To try to deflect from the conversation and take pictures with celebrities at a moment like this, come on now. What you should have done is created grants for nonprofit organizations, for independent agencies to be able to come up with innovative ideas. You know, you're talking about getting people from, yeah, man, give us an opportunity to dream and become a part of nation building. But you, at every juncture, you guys close the door. And HOV, myself and my nonprofit organization, is a prime example of how the government of Jamaica deals with young people who have new ideas and who want to contribute to the nation. If you don't call yourself JLP or PNP, it's an issue. I call myself neither. Like I said in the documentary, I also think that the PNP has to answer to the fact that Westmoreland stay like this. I'm not friends with none of these governments, you know, past or present. The reality is, the reality is we as human beings have to look past this political thing that we've inherited. Jamaica is just 62, about to be 63. She's 2 years older than my mother. And I see how young my mother is, right? And she's still growing and still defining herself and still unlearning. And I look at the development of our nation and I compare it to a nation like America. I remember a sister of mine said it to me recently. She said, Nisha, now is when Jamaica is going to go through our civil rights movement. when these organizations come forward and really fight for the rights of the people and that kind of a thing, because America has an older history. So America had more time to be able to decide to define themselves and their nationhood.
Are
So
you willing
Jamaica-
Are you willing to be Jamaica's Rosa Parks?
Am I willing to be Jamaica's Rosa Parks? You don't see a name, Donisha Prendergast. My name is written in history, very clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. It is time that we decide how history is going to remember us. It is time that we decide that. And I've decided that history is not going to remember me at this time sitting down and standing aside and looking. My youth need to make sure that there's a Jamaica that him can come back to. Because it coming like our leaders want Jamaica to devolve into Haiti. I'm watching on, you know. I'm watching on. Yeah, man. Because my travels around the world have given me comparisons. After Japan with the earthquake, I went to Japan. That is in 2011. I went to Ishinomaki. I went to the spaces to help, to respond. After Sandy, I traveled to Long Island as well. After Dorian and Matthew, I traveled to the Bahamas and to Haiti as well. So I have seen what disaster looks like. I've seen what recovery looks like. And what is happening in Jamaica right now is a real puppy show. And you think
Puppy show government. Puppy show response. Is a puppy show response. Noel. I want to carry in Noel a second, lioness. Because you're definitely a lioness on the rise in the history of what is happening in the country. Noel, we have so many independent journalists in our country. We have so many mainstream media in this country. None of them have found it upon themselves to do a documentary as to what has happened 6-7 months after Hurricane Melissa. Why did you find it so important to do this documentary of what has happened? And I'm encouraging you to do a 1-year documentary. Just as how you have done a 6 months documentary, I'm asking you to come to Jamaica to drive up and down with Donisha a year after and drive up and down with Andre Stevens. And let us carry into the nevices and the crevices to see what the people, because remember the Prime Minister says it's going to take 10 to 15 years before he can fix this and give the people a house. So I am asking you, Noel, what encouraged you as a journalist to decide to stay in America and compose? Call up your media practitioners, your video guys, and compose and do this, whilst other journalists in Jamaica couldn't have done it. What encouraged you to have done it?
So let me begin very quickly, Andre, by shouting out the team of people who worked on this documentary. So Kush, who filmed Denisha's segment, right? And I'm going to just do this very, very quickly, and I'll explain why I've done it. I want to shout out Kevin Turner, Jason Tomlinson, Dominic Tomlinson, Paulette Green, Dominic Brown, and all of these people who basically worked for nothing. They cared so much about what I was doing. They believed in the idea and the simple notion of trying to tell the story of how a hurricane, a natural disaster, ravaged their island, right? So there was no politics involved. They cared so much that they were willing to work for nothing, doing long hours. So let me shout them out. The reason I decided to do this, right, is because this time last year, I was stood in Los Angeles in the wildfires in a place called Palisades in Malibu, and I was watching $20 million mansions burn to the floor. I was watching $19 million Malibu penthouses on the beachfront burn to the floor, and I saw the response there, and I saw how, you know, the state mobilized, the federal government were mobilized and helping people. And then I looked on Jamaica when we were, and Denisha, that's how we met, when we were doing a lot of coverage last year in the early, in the aftermath of the hurricane. And I kept saying, well, hold up, what's going wrong here? Okay, we get it. The government needs a bit of time. Okay, maybe there's no coordination and maybe they're not just getting to certain areas. And it became clear to me that perhaps, one, the government was just completely overwhelmed, or two, it was a case where they were just sort of out of their depth, or three, they had no plan. And I think natural disasters often expose poor leadership. If you look back at Hurricane Katrina and we look at the whole controversy with George Bush, and George Bush, it took him, I think, maybe a month or two to stand in the White House, and he said, you know what? I got it wrong. I got it wrong. We got it wrong on the federal level and on the state level. We did not respond how we needed to respond. And therefore, that's why we saw such a colossal loss of life in Katrina. And as of right now, whenever I look on, and I try to do this in a very sort of measured way where emotions don't come into it, because an issue like this, where when you're dealing with real people who've had their lives turned upside down, who will cry with you, who will just want you to, jump on a plane and to land and come and, help them and to pick the pieces up in their lives, is that you have a leadership that appears at the moment to be so obsessed and so focused. Their focus just seemed to be on an image. And I think Denisha alluded to this earlier, PR. I remember when the Prime Minister posted that video of him meeting her uncle, Kimani. I think it was Kimani Marley. And I was thinking that was the same day when Buju, the young lady had been shot in St. James. And I'm thinking the country is having this big conversation about police brutality, and you're faffing around posting images with a musician saying how great music is. So I saw from the early days when the Prime Minister...
He's a tone-deaf government. Tone-deaf government.
Packed his bag. Andre,
no.
he packed his bag.
Not tone-deaf, very intentional, because I think the people are going to be fooled. I mean, this is me personally. You think that you taking a picture with my uncle is going to... I'm not sure what you're trying to do here. Is a family fight you're trying to start or something? To say that you're with the Marleys while Donisha is out there? Watch yourself in my lad. Because remember, says your people them try to kill my grandparents them. These JLP motherfuckers, right? And the cool out. Here? Just cool out on yourself.
So here's the thing, Andre, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. When you're on the front line, and I've not been in Jamaica like you and Denisha, but you can sense the emotions, the rawness, and when you get frustrated and you're battling and you're fighting the system. Like, for example, when I was putting this documentary together, and I'm realizing that I'm messaging all these ministers, I'm emailing all of these people, and they had no interest to work with me to sort of say, hey, this is the long-term plan. This is how we're going to help the people. This is what went wrong. This is what we've learned. Nobody wants to talk to you. And then that kind of boxes you in a corner where you then realize that these people, like Denisha said, are being intentional with their response and how they want to, react. So it is, listen, I want to make this absolutely clear whilst we're on here tonight, right? I have no interest in the JLP, the People's National Party, or any political affiliations in Jamaica, right? I've built a career over the last 15 years in just kind of creating a platform where people can have a voice when they're suffering, right? And I see the plight of Jamaica no different to me, covering the family, speaking to the families and giving the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor a voice, and giving countless others a voice who the mainstream media will overlook. I think it's a disgrace that the media in Jamaica, right? The media in Jamaica have this, mentality where they have to be so uppity puppety, stiff upper lip. They don't want to do the job that they're meant to do. And if they were doing the job that they were meant to do, I wouldn't have needed to do this. I wouldn't have needed to sat down for the last 2 weeks to piece together, 7 months of just trauma and trying to say, hey, everyone, you've got to care about Jamaica again. This is really important. And in reality, people are going to say it's politically motivated. But like I said, there is no politics. This is all about the people. And I know Denisha and yourself are two people who care about people, right? And if you guys didn't care so much about people, I would never have included you in the piece, because I know you, I know your hearts, and I know what you guys are about. And that ultimately was what we wanted to do, the survival, the resilience, and the accountability. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of accountability in the piece, despite our attempts to try and get answers from the government.
Danisha, we're a few days away from the new hurricane season. How bad is it? Tell the diaspora today and tonight, how bad is it in Western Jamaica? Because many of them send their money to Andrew Holness and this government. Many of them thought that by now things would have been upgrading. Tell them how bad is it now. Tell them how much people don't have roofs over them head. Tell them how much people are hungry. Tell them how much children sleeping in the schools and in some spaces and places, my sister. I see you're putting together your herbs before you get triggered tonight. Tell them tonight how prepared is Jamaica for the new hurricane season.
Jamaica is fully unprepared. The rains have not stopped. Understand that the rains have not stopped. So people have not gotten a chance to recover. Every time them put up something, it rain right through. All of them furniture wet up again. Any little things them get donated wet up again. Remember also that Petersfield as an example. Petersfield is just one community, you know. Petersfield is just one community, but Petersfield had the largest shelter on the island, which means that it experienced the greatest displacement of all of the communities. If Petersfield, who experienced the largest displacement, is still, their needs are still unmet, their needs are still unserved, then it cannot be expected that anywhere else in Jamaica that has no visibility, Andre, will get any proper service. There's no picture to take down there. There's no value. Correct? Right. So all of a sudden I see that the government, you know, of all of the places they're doing a housing solution in Petersfield, I wonder why. Go somewhere else. Go look at something else, because it is a buzzword now. Look, St. Elizabeth mash up too, Hanover mash up too, Trelawney mash up too, St. James mash up too. All of these places mash up. And the government continues to try to let us think that everywhere is getting support. They are not getting support. The roads have gotten support. The churches have gotten support. The hotels, tourism recovered faster than the people did. Let's just be very clear about this.
Tourism recovered faster than the people.
Okay? The hurricane was a disaster, but the government's negligence is really where the disaster comes in.
How much is it total?
We have to understand that none of the monies that were spent to be immediately used were used at all. And I think that is so distressing. You trust that the government is going to immediately support people.
Did you see, Denisha, by the way, that Spice? So, sorry, not before
just
I get to Spice,
I just have to attend to something. Ishmael, take me off the screen whilst Nodisha and Noel will continue the conversation. I'll be back in a second.
So the point I was making, Denisha, is that the US embassy in Jamaica have revealed that the United States government has sent an additional $2.5 million US dollars for Hurricane Melissa recovery, right? So the embassy have said that the funding will go towards repairing hurricane damaged homes and water systems as recovery work continues across affected communities. The latest package, they say, pushes total US support for Jamaica's recovery to more than 24.5 million US dollars, right? Officials then go on to say that the assistance is aimed at helping Jamaica transition from emergency relief into long-term rebuilding, especially in areas heavily impacted by the storm. So I saw that on Instagram, and then guess who comments underneath it? Spice. We all, you know Spice, right? The singer. She then says, and I think she's using a bit of sarcasm here, quote, "How can I get some of this money to spend on the people?"
Come now. Ask up the questions, now, my sister. Correct. The artists them need to start asking questions. Put yourself in the position as trusted members of the society to facilitate the work that needs to be done.
It's crazy to me in the sense where, and I'm not going to name the person tonight, right? But there were a few high profile people who were out with their phones and their little aid packages in the back of their trucks and going to a lot of these areas, who I tried to get involved with the documentaries, and they all ignored me. They wanted nothing to do with it, because guess what? The moment it passed, it wasn't trending anymore.
No, look, you have to understand that certain people don't sweat on camera. Okay? All right? And when you get in the picture, the angle have to be correct so that the body look properly.
Yes.
And stuff.
And the silhouette.
Come on, the man.
It's all about the PR. It's all about. Noel, remember, I was in the belly of the beast, so I can tell you, he's one of the most narcissistic humans being that Jamaica has. I don't even think Donald Trump is as narcissistic as he is.
Wow.
It is, you know what?
I remember the first time I met this young man, the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Come up to Pinnacle when I was leading a campaign called Occupy Pinnacle, when Lisa Hanna, shout out to Lisa Hanna. Lisa Hanna, who is married to a man named Richard Lake, who is still destroying the birthplace of the Rastafari movement, Pinnacle. Shout out to the Jamaican government for not protecting our culture, because right now we hear that there is a new Pinnacle Jamaica that's being built in Montego Bay.
Yes.
So not only did you not protect the birthplace of the Rastafari movement, you've allowed for the cultural erasure of Pinnacle to happen on your watch. We're watching you guys, you know. We're watching you guys. Yeah, man.
It's since week I was talking about that what Lisa Hanna did to the Rastas in Pinnacle while she was government.
Okay, good. Yeah, man. I remember good, you know. Right. Andrew Holness, run come up there with Minister Grange. At that time, they were the opposition because it was
Spokesperson. I remember I was in the office then. I could tell you when I saw the Pinnacle news, I ran to him and said, leader, you have to run go Pinnacle. And him said to his with the road team at the time, we have to get up there and say, Andre, call Babsy. I call Babsy at the time and say, Auntie Babsy, we have to get up Pinnacle. And she said, Andre, her driver then was Raymond. And she said, Andre, I go and get Raymond and we're going to drive go up there. I will drive go up Pinnacle for true. You know what you're talking about, Danisha. Tell the things then.
All right. I remember a young, enthusiastic man looking to change Jamaica, impact Jamaica, you know, and was so glad to come and shake my hand on camera. That's the last time we took a picture. Yeah, man. And so this time when he came to Petersfield, the first thing he said to me, you remember the last time we met? That's Pinnacle.
So he reminded you.
Yeah, man, this is your habit. This is your habit. You come in the height of the moment to come and take pictures to try to be socially relevant. We're not stupid. You can fool some people sometime, but you definitely cannot fool the people all of the time. I remember all Bustamante, dirty Bustamante, come the man. If you guys gonna try and call my grandfather a national hero, you're gonna have to take that man down. Simple. Did you know that Alexander Bustamante wrote himself into history as a national hero?
Wrote himself into the history.
Well, let's think about it now. He is the first premier of Jamaica. Him is the first prime minister. Right? So when them putting in the suggestions of who is going to be the national leaders, the national heroes of our newly established something.
Jamaica.
Come on, man. You don't see all the politicians them do it now. Every couple of years when them doing them honorary thing at Heroes, you hear say this one get OD, this one get Ray.
Order of Jamaica. Yes, order of the nation.
Good. Writing in itself in history. It's the same thing that they've always done. So Alexander Bustamante wrote himself into Jamaica's history as a national hero. And we continue to empower that. We need to just calm down for a second and look at this.
The same Alexander Bustamante that did the awful, cruel things to the Rastas.
Okay, the same one that we honor Bustamante. All right, cool. Remember when we break down Rasta City, back a wall and turn it into Tivoli Gardens? Yeah, man, some deep history, because after Pinnacle was destroyed in 1954, March 23rd, the anniversary just gone a few days ago, the same day that the Tivoli Gardens incursion happened, coincidentally, right? This was the first time that you have a mass exodus of thousands of people from the mountains of Jamaica who had been holding on to their culture, moving now into the cities, right? Let me bring the history back a little bit more, because we're just thinking about Rastas. We're talking about formerly enslaved Africans. We're talking about ex-slaves who, after emancipation, finally are leaving the plantation for the first time. These are the first Rastas, finally leaving the plantation for the first time to establish themselves as Jamaicans, this new identity. Rastafari had created a nation before Jamaica became an independent nation, right? So we have so many examples in our history of how systems have continued to perpetuate this colonial experience. When we have the possibility to change structures, we have to. We cannot be trying to think that we're friends with these colonial leaders and their counterparts. They look down on us, Mr. Holness. You are not friends with them. They're not friends with you. You are an asset. Jamaica is an asset to them. The people are just data. We are not names. We do not have lives. We do not have histories. Let us remember that Jamaica was a favorite colony. That is why we have tourism booming like this. They just changed the framework of how it exists. Before Jamaica was Jamaica, we were the colony of Jamaica.
The
Before we
Pearl
were
of the Antilles.
Correct. Before we were the colony of Jamaica, we were the colony of Santiago. Before that, we were Jamaica. How many times have we been rebranded? Right? And when is it that we are going to rebrand our own selves and define our own identity? These are the critical questions that we need to be asking. How many people you know in Jamaica own land? And
None.
how they get it?
Not
Okay,
much.
come the
Not
man.
much.
Come the
Not much.
man.
Not
These are the
much.
critical questions, because when you go back into the legacy of land ownership in Jamaica, you realize that there were acts that were passed by previous kings to settle white people permanently. They gave them permanent residency. No black Africans were ever given anything like that as a part of our reparations. Come on, man. This catastrophe bond, this $150 million or whatever it is,
The $200 million catastrophe bond that they have on the island.
Come now. All right. Critical question to you, my Jamaican brothers and sisters. Is it Jamaica that was insured or Jamaicans? Let us go back into history. Let us go back into history, no man. We are an asset. We are an asset.
The land is the asset, not the people.
Not the people. Because in an insurance claim, when you identify who the claimants are, don't I'm supposed to get a payout?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Are we just talking about the free money where we get? We're not talking about the insurance money, the catastrophe bond that the whole island gets, and it's only 4 parishes impacted. I like Miss Spliff, y'all. Because
cool down. We don't want them flag we over here done. We don't want them flag it over here because you know how they are. But the truth is, she has started a social revolutionary conversation about even the catastrophe bond. Favor insure the island, but favor don't insure the people. Nigel insure the island so him could get a big workout IMF, but him don't insure the people.
Yeah, man.
Noel. The first Noel. The first journalist we have seen in a long time doing the kind of investigative work. Noel, what do you want to say to, if you were to talk to the Prime Minister today, because they're all watching, they're monitoring us, because they're using the Pegasus, and they have another thing they're using to monitor us. It is called the Palantir. The Palantir and the Pegasus. Danisha, you know what we're talking about. The Palantir and the Pegasus. It's long time me and you for have these conversations with sister. Make we revolutionize the people tonight, because you know, say it's long time the ancestors wanted me and you to have a sit down, and we're going to have further sit downs to revolutionize the conversations here. When you think about them, if you were to talk to the Prime Minister tonight, Noel, in your capacity as an international journalist, what you'd want to ask the Prime Minister about why the monies have not been spent?
I would peel the layers away and ask as a human being, right? I would put the titles and everything aside. But I know we've spoken a lot about Denisha's grandfather, but I know Rita Marley, who is still with us, right? I think a famous quote from her was that love is the main ingredient. If you don't love, you can't do good things, right? So if these individuals who, you know, are in positions of power where they're elected, you know, and they serve the people, and then they get to high offices, if they love their country, right, I feel like the conversation would be so different. And I'm not suggesting right now that there is, you know, that the Prime Minister is unpatriotic or that his cabinet members are, you know, don't love Jamaica. What I am suggesting is that perhaps there is a disconnect between them and the reality that Jamaicans are facing. I don't know, and I've said this repeatedly. I don't know if Melissa had changed paths and had gone to Kingston, if the reality would be so much more different. The response would perhaps be different. I guess because Western Jamaica is, I guess, technically country, there is this thing where, you know what, the heartbeat of Jamaica is still pumping. Let's just focus on that. So what I would say to the Prime Minister is I would, you know what, I probably shouldn't say this, but I feel like I need to say it. I would tell him I would say point blank, right? Put your egos aside. This isn't about you. You're trying to give main character energy, but you're not the main character. You are just, you come and go. Leaders come and go. And how would you, and I think you raised this in a documentary, Denisha, right? How do you want history to remember this moment? I said this back in November, back in December and January. I said, listen, this is going to be one of the defining moments of Andrew Holness's premiership. And let's, God forbid, over the next 3 years, whilst he's still in office, that there aren't any more category 4 or 5s. Because if that's the case, it is going to define him. A bit like when we think of George Bush and we think of the Iraq War and we think of Katrina, right? We think of those tragic events where lives were lost. And why do we think of it? Because of their response and how they dealt with the aftermath and how they dealt and treated people. So I told the Prime Minister to really try and read the room, just to put the politics aside. We get it. You're a third-term Prime Minister. That's going to give you, big boy ego, right? You're going to walk around with your chest pumped out. You're going to feel like the country loves you. But why not try and be a Prime Minister for all of Jamaica? Not just for a small fraction of Jamaica, but all of Jamaica. Put the ego aside. Listen to the people. Instead of just, these moments where you're going out and you're giving speeches. I said to someone earlier today, I said, do you know one of the reasons why I did this documentary? As of until today, what's the date today? We're the 28th of May. I've not seen one cabinet minister or the Prime Minister sit down for an informed interview to discuss and to unpick what went wrong, the failures, the lessons learned, and how they're preparing for the new hurricane season, which begins on Tuesday. I've not seen one interview, but maybe me being so naive and so sort of optimistic about life was thinking that they were going to respond to me and I was going to get some answers. But I'm sorry, Jamaica, we didn't get the answers that you guys needed and that you guys deserve. But by doing this and putting this documentary out there, I genuinely hope and I hope 100% that people, separate the politics and look at people like you and Denisha and the real life stories of the lives that have been impacted. Look at the 83-year-old man, Eric from Petersfield, right? The man looks like he's on, he looks awful. He looks bad, right? Look at Cartoon, for example. You've got a woman, and we didn't even manage to put this in a documentary. She's saying that she's harassed often, men wanting to, sleep with her because they know she's vulnerable and she doesn't have very much. And you've got, monsters out there that want to exploit women and take advantage of people who they know are suffering and who they know are being left in positions because lack of support and lack of resources on the ground to protect them and to lift them up. So the knock-on effect is huge,
Wow. Where do we go from here, Denisha? If you had a final opportunity to talk to Andrew Holness and his government, what would you want to say to them?
I don't talk to the government, to be honest with you, because I've talked enough to the government, and the government, like you said, they're watching right now. Hey guys, my number is still the same, my email is the same. I'm still willing to find a way to spend some of that money in the right way. This is me just using my voice in the right way. Simple. And it don't have to crush your toe because a little girl with dreadlocks who smoke her big spliff every time she can, talking the truth. No, you need to just level, because this is our culture, our reality. Right now, the whole world is styling us. Come on, because of you. So everybody's going to think that every Jamaican is a criminal because you take with the money and don't know how to spend it good. People, I want to talk to the Jamaican people.
Talk to them tonight.
Yeah,
you
man.
have almost 8,000 people watching you tonight. Many of them are in the shadows. They are watching, but they're not behaving as though they're watching. I want you to talk to them tonight, Denisha, because I talk to them every night and sometimes I feel like I'm a scratch record. You have an opportunity to talk to the nation tonight. We need to awaken the social consciousness of the people. Your grandfather said, until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another inferior, there will be war. He spoke about the natural mystic and he spoke about one love and uniting. How tonight, Denisha, you'd want the Jamaican people to start that social revolution?
Wow, that's a big question, and it's really a simple answer. The Jamaica that we know doesn't love and protect us. The Jamaica that we know does not love and protect us. Are we willing to build a Jamaica that does? And what will it take? Many of us are in positions right now that we can do more than we're doing. But because of fear, we don't want to. We don't want to be blacklisted. We don't want to speak out too loud. We need our job. We don't want to be unpopular. I understand all of those things. But let us be real about what is happening. Our country is devolving into a crisis right now. This hurricane that happened, there's a homeless epidemic that is rising, and we are not dealing with it. Just like Noel said a while ago, there are a lot of women who have been exploited and abused during this recovery process. Many more people have suffered and died because of the negligence of the government. Old people, countless. We've been to countless funerals. We've heard of countless funerals of elderly people who have not gotten the support. National Council for Senior Citizens. Disabled people who are living in the back of them truck right now when the rain is coming. Right? I have a family who I'm dealing with right now who's living in a goat pen with a 2-year-old who has autism and a 7-month-old baby. These are real things that are happening in our country at this time, while you get ready to buy a next pay party ticket or get ready to spend this money on that. Really and truly, humbly speaking right now, we really just have to calm ourselves and take a good look at what it will take to liberate our nation at this point, to emancipate ourselves from this mental slavery that we're under, right? It's not about the pictures. It's not about the likes. It's not about none of those things. It really is about saving the grace that we as Jamaican people have always had. I don't see it happening now. I don't see that texture happening right now. And it's concerning because it's like it's dehumanizing us. We're becoming something for which this is not us. Our children are crying. Our children are crying. Our women are suffering in plain sight right now. Our men, they can't even speak about what they have been through. When you sit down and you hear the people and talk about the house turnover with them, when you hear them talk about them, see the zinc fly, one man tell me how the zinc fly and chop off a woman's head in front of him, Understand the stories that these people have. Remember, good HOV, we have been underground since the doctors in Sablamar Hospital had to be using them phone light to do surgery.
Wow.
Okay? From them have dead people sit down in the hospital because there was no electricity, so them have to have them dead sitting down same place where them have them patients. We haven't even started to deal with the experiences that people have had. We haven't called them victims yet. We're calling them survivors and displaced residents and squatters. Where's the grace that Jamaica has always had? I'm appealing to that tonight, for us to remember that, to preserve that for our children, for future generations. Do not become desensitized by these leaders. Them don't love us. Just accept it and find a way to build around it.
The meaning of HOV is humanity over vanity. Donisha Prendergast is the executive director for Humanity Over Vanity. We'll be doing some work. I was to partner with Donisha in the hurricane.
Andre, very quickly, I feel like this is going to play on my mind if I don't do this. So Donisha just gave some very graphic descriptions there that you didn't even provide to our documentary, and you've done so exclusively on this program tonight. And I don't want to just allow it just to fly over and for people not to be touched. And again, I don't know if it's because people are desensitized, they're now numb to that reality, and people are just sort of fatigued. They don't want to hear about the misery, the sort of the depressive stories anymore. But you mentioned that there is a woman, a mother with a 7-month-old baby sleeping in a goat's pen. I mean, can we just sort of just make it clear that this isn't some foreign country that in the back of Afghanistan where people are, you know, where the Taliban are living in remote areas and there are community and villages that are off the grid. This is Jamaica in 2026. And this family, they lost their home and they're now having to live in a goat's pen with a 7-month-old baby.
Oh, that story goes deeper because they're living on the plantation where the man works. So the man has been working on this plantation for 16 years for this plantation owner. And his great-great-great-grandfather is one of those white settlers who came to Jamaica who got 19,000 acres of land in Westmoreland. Come on, man.
Wow.
So the brethren tell me, when I met him, the brethren tell me that, Miss, right after hurricane, I go to Busha. He calls his boss Busha. You know what Busha is? Busha is a colonial term. Like Bakra Masa, him call him Busha. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because of the distress. Him say, Miss, I go to Busha and I tell Busha, say the place mash up, and Busha say I could stay with him by the beach house, but it's just one room, miss. And so I tell him, say I can't because I have my family them. And then me say, all right, maybe we can stay on the property. And so I go back to him and him say, sir, I can't carry the family them down there, but can we stay in the goat pen? And Busha say, yes. And miss, I am so thankful. And I said to myself, so Busha have a beach house and you are working on Busha plantation where Busha could have quickly helped you to fix up your place. But Busha have you and your family, including a fucking 6-month-old baby and a 2-year-old who has autism, who right now is baying like the goat them. All right? These are the real situations that are happening. And they didn't make it to the shelter because the shelter was too full. This baby came home from the hospital and went into a
goat pen. A goat pen. A goat pen.
This is Jamaica. This is Jamaica. People are landing right now and going to the beaches, you know?
So, so for all of the supporters of the government, people who want to put politics before humanity, and people who want to, dismiss realities of what life is like for people who are less well off than you and everyone else. Keep at it, keep going. Good luck. And let's just hope that, you never fall off and bad times creep upon you and you find yourself in predicaments or situations where you're going to need people speaking out for you. And I think that's what people forget sometimes. Do you honestly believe that I wanted to come and do this? I've had multiple offers, right, to kind of do interviews and to sort of publicize what we've done. And I've made a decision to say, you know what, I don't want anything from this. I did this purely out of the reasoning that I believe in better, and I believe that better should be done to give people a better chance of rebuilding their life. That is it. That is the pure and only reason of the fact that I believe in something, and that something is that justice is important and these people deserve better, and that is it. So I hope everyone can watch it, share the documentary, and if you see as an attack on you or your party, your MP or your prime minister, then that's going to say more about you than what it will say about those of us who decided to give the time and to really highlight one of Jamaica's worst catastrophic moments in its history. And we're going to look back at this in 5-10 years time, and we're going to probably think to ourselves, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did you do to help? What are you doing right now to help? So for those of you guys who are listening to the stories, you can support Denisha's organization. It's in her name tag just below down there if you want to support.
Well, I can tell you that it has been a long time coming to work with Denisha, and I'm sure now the ancestors will guide us the right way for us to connect. When I heard you were coming on this platform, I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but it happened tonight. And I'm sure you will come more often for us to have this kind of social revolutionary conversation, because your grandfather used the music to revolutionize what Jamaica was to become. And many times when I feel down, many times when I need to get back on my mission, it is your grandfather's songs that keep me going and growing. I'm going to say to you tonight, Jamaica, this needs a part two. This needs a part two, and potentially even more, for us to revolutionize the discussions and carry the discussions to the fore. Because at the end of the day, I need Noel's documentary to be all over the world.
Mm-hmm. It is a beautiful, beautiful work, you know, and seeing your interview as well, Andre, is very
Mhm.
powerful, you know, because sometimes you feel very alone doing this, and I'm not telling no lie, you know.
There is a auntie that I'll tell you who wanted to connect me and you how long. And I
Yes,
said to
man.
her, yeah, but don't call aunties name
No,
over it, because we
no,
don't want them to know.
them
But
can't.
that auntie said to me up to 2 days ago, she said, Andre, if you and Donisha ever start putting hands and hearts together for the people, it's going to be unstoppable. But I know that when the ancestors must work, the ancestors work, because the spirit of Nani is within you, and the spirit of Kojo walks with me. And when those maroon spirits walk together, it can do serious work for the people of this country. I want to say to you, Danisha, we're going to have a meetup soon. We're going to keep this conversation soon. I'm coming in the fields with you. I kind of got damaged recently, and I couldn't be on the field a lot more,
You
but
don't have
I'm
to. You don't have to. You don't have to do that.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
you know exactly, cause you're still doing it. Everybody have to play them role in how them can. I was traveling recently and to a fundraiser in Seattle that the Black Cinema Collective put together, and I got an opportunity to speak to a community member, and he was sharing a story with me because you know I was sharing my distress about being a storyteller, and there are no storytellers on the front line. You know, we're filmmakers. I said the prime minister just do a thing the other day about the film industry being the new gold mine or whatever it is. I have so many opinions about that, but I just
Well,
going to hold it
well,
fast on.
as a creative myself, you know, I'm a designer. I do many things, but we can have a conversation about the orange economy very soon.
Yeah,
So,
man, that is different. But I just want to say to the storytellers, we need you. Just like Noel, so much respect for being so critical about what is happening, being objective, creating a space, documenting it, archiving it well so that it can be presented in such a beautiful fashion. You know, because we need archivists at this point in time. We need
yes.
serious archivists and archives. It is hard for me as a filmmaker and a storyteller to be telling the story at the same time. At one point, I went quiet on my social media because I realized that every time I posted and the video went viral, the conversation just got left and people started to become so nasty that it discouraged me from posting because I don't want the conversation to go there. You know what I'm saying? So please let us continue to be responsible with our platforms, intentional about how history remembers us, and to remember that 63 years ago, our beautiful country was a colony. What does it mean to decolonize our nation today? I wasn't around when the Constitution was being written, but I am now when we're thinking about what is the best structure for our nation. I implore us to take ourselves a little bit more seriously and for grassroots organizations to continue to build capacity because these bigger organizations, all they have is a bigger machine. They just have better PR. Trust me. They just have better PR. That's simply it. So get your thing together. Believe in yourself. And this is still Rastafari work. It's still African
Mm.
liberation work. You know, I have not even been able to fully champion what is happening within the Rastafari community and how displaced we are in the community. A lot of our elders have been displaced. And the response has to be so much more nuanced because we don't eat the tin mackerel and the tin tuna. Some of our elders don't even eat rice or flour. You know, it's people like Chronics had to be sending in containers full of quinoa and beans and all of that kind of thing. But you never hear about those things. No, because guess what?
Mm.
Do it for the love. We don't really do it for the
Do it for
likes.
the likes.
Right. You know,
Mm.
so make we just remember those things. Jah is watching. Even if social media don't see, Jah is watching. And our people are depending on us to play our role within this time in history so that we don't leave so much weight for our children to carry on and to sort through. Please, it is urgent. Just because it's country them come from, all right,
Mhm.
it doesn't mean that we are not brothers and sisters. You know, this classism thing have to decrease. It have to decrease and then it have to stop fully. But it has to be an intentional activity. I don't want to talk too much, Andre, because there's just so much thing.
I want you to I want us to pause it now, but it's not going to be a pause.
Yeah,
It's
man. I
just
could just wrap it up here.
we
So
just want it. We just want to wrap it. We just want to just put it there for now. I want to say to Noel, we'll come back. Noel will be back with us tomorrow. And if Danisha wants to join us back tomorrow, we can, because on a Friday night we have a nice roundup of everything that is happening in Jamaica. But I want you to understand, my sister, that you're now an honorary guest to PDTV. Anytime you see it fit that you want to speak about any issue, any topic, anything, I'm a message away, because just as how Noel is a fellow to PDTV, I'm officially making you a fellow to PDTV. Thank you
yeah.
for coming tonight. We'll keep the conversation going. We'll keep the conversation growing, and we appreciate the work that you're doing in the vineyard. I will be on the battlefield, just as how I'm here doing my part. I have to touch the ground, Danishka, because when I touch the ground, the ancestors walk. It electrifies me to do more. And I have to do more for the people. It is for the born and the unborn in this country. And I continue to be on the battlefield for the born and the unborn. Noel Phillps, you continue doing your part, my brother. Thank you for connecting me with my sister, who is also a firebrand. Let us continue on the mission, because if three can do it, the three will carry six, the six will carry 12, the 12 will carry 24, the 24 will carry 48, the 48 will carry. That is the kind of multiplier effect we need in this island. And if Danisha can do it, if Andre can do it, if Noel can do it, if Marvin can do it, and others can do it, Jamaica, we will do and make a spark. Jamaica, as I wrap up this program tonight, I don't want the ancestors make me go in some trance and talk some things tonight. Oh no, just hold me mouth little for me now. But thank you, Noel, for doing. Thank you. If everybody needs the link to Noel's documentary, I've put it in my WhatsApp channel. If you cannot get it tonight, if even if 5,000 people ask me for it tonight, I'm going to send you, because the ancestors' work must be done. The ancestors' work must be done, and we are doing. Thanks to everyone who were informed tonight. Thanks to everyone who listened tonight. Thanks to everyone who saw it took fit to contribute in one way, shape, or form. But Noel Phillps, we send the ancestors to guide you to do more. Danishka, we send the ancestors to guide you to do more. PDTV, we send the ancestors to guide you to do more, because the truth is, once the universe is doing this, there is a change that is going to come. Until then, my name is. I want to play a song, I have to play a Thank you all for coming tonight, Noel and Donisha. We appreciate you, Lady Prendergast and Sir Phillps. Continue on the mission, and the ancestors guide you as we will gather again very soon. Until then, Ashe, Ashe. Ishmael, play the national song tonight. Good night.
As children, we learn the true meaning of being a hero. Being a hero requires great sacrifice for others, not just ourselves. We learned about the heroes of Jamaica's past and how much of themselves and their lives they had to give in building a nation we should be proud to call home. They believed in a Jamaica that was more than just a country, more than just an island, more than land surrounded by water. They believed in a dream of a free nation of people, a nation built on the foundation of their sacrifices, a nation of many people working as one, a nation that would continue to produce legends and nation builders that serve towards that vision. As children, we were also taught the national pledge, a solemn promise, an undertaking. I would like to believe Sir Hugh Sherlock, while writing this pledge, understood the vision and dreams of our heroes. It's clear being a hero is too much to ever ask any one citizen. Luckily, the pledge does not require heroics of any of us. It merely asks that we honor our heroes by striving to advance our nation and ultimately inspire the world, like they and many Jamaicans have done. It's important we remember those words. These words. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. If you are like me, a Jamaican born and raised on this land, maybe you will remember saying those words, singing that song in a classroom or some general assembly. If so, like me, you made a pledge. Somehow it seems like many of us have forgotten that. The crime and violence, the indiscipline and short-sightedness, the corruption, the lack of respect for our beautiful lands we are blessed with, and the waters that surround and nurtures us. We have to do better. Let us honor our heroes so that they would not have sacrificed so much in vain. I hope this video can make a difference to even one soul. If so, it would all be worth it. If you feel the way I do, share it. May my voice become yours. Thanks for watching.